How you guys doing again? This is Stan Banks from tshirtsidehustle. Here today with the owner of North Shore Teez, Ray. So Ray, tell me a little bit about how you got into the t-shirt industry.
Well, I mean, it started about like 5 years ago. I had like a little corner store and just, just trying out different things, trying to figure out what's going to work. And basically, honestly, I got into it for the money, but I mean, and it turned around into being something that I really fell in love with it. Here we are.
So, from your experience, what would be something that someone would need to know if they wanted to open up a store? Let's say they're working out of their house. Like, what kind of commitment is it to having a store?
Persistence, just to be able to come in on days that it's slow and still, I mean, you sit here and find something to do, and you know what I mean, you just gotta stick it out, like, you know what I mean, you gotta take the good days with the bad. That's the hardest thing. Like, one day I might make no shirts, but tomorrow I might make 50 to 100 shirts. Like, so I mean, you never know, but that's the hardest thing about a store, is like, you just gotta be here.
So I know we talked a little bit earlier about like how you the first person was supposed to get you into the t-shirt industry and how you learned. So tell me a little bit about that story.
Yeah, well, I had my friend like he recommended, like, yeah, like, here, you should try making shirts and stuff. He knew a little bit about making shirts, so he told me like what equipment to get and everything, and told me when I get the equipment, he'd come back over and give me hands-on, show me how to do everything. And 2 years went by, I never seen the guy. Like, so in the meantime, I ended up just on YouTube, just basically learning things, like learning things as I needed to. Like, just started off with just doing like what is it? Like
inkjet prints.
Yeah, just on the, you know what I mean, reverse prints, just only on white shirts, and started from there. Then eventually, like, I got into the vinyl, and that was a big move, like getting into vinyl. So I maybe paid about $1,400 for this. I don't even think they make this one anymore.
Yep, Graph Tech.
Yeah, I don't 5,060. I don't even think they make this model no more. I had it for about 4 years. I mean, it's paid off itself maybe in the first 2 months, 3 months.
All right, so when it comes to like having a store, you're in a sports town. It's something that I don't have in my area. But what has been your experience with selling sports apparel, like from the actual teams?
I mean, it's kind of tricky, like when you're doing apparel for like the professional teams, because you don't want to like cross that line with them. So like I really don't know. Like, I'll do more or less like I could put your name on the back of something that you already have, or like maybe we could like just do like more city oriented and not necessarily like using the team's logo and stuff. You just gotta find ways to work around it.
Right. I know a lot of people that have the question about copyrights and stuff like that, but if some people bring stuff in, you don't have to worry about it if you're like customizing something they already have. And if what am I saying? If you purchase like wholesale stuff, you can resell it.
Yeah, As long as I'm not in here making it up myself. Yeah.
So a lot of people had that question from the little tour video I did. How do you sell? Well, if you're purchasing wholesale, or you're decorating something that somebody already had, you bring it in. Yeah. Then you're good. Now, a lot of people are nervous about starting t-shirt businesses because they don't have design experience. I know we talked a little bit, but tell them what your design experience was when you started out.
My design experience was 0 when I started out. It was negative. So, I mean, like I said, I learned everything off of YouTube. Like, I mean, and then eventually, like, I realized like I could get designs off of like places like Etsy and stuff like that. That's right. I still get a lot of designs off of there to this day. And I mean, if I there's something that I'm trying to do and I can't figure it out, YouTube is still there.
So that means you can start if you don't have any design experience, I'm probably going to finish it off with 2 more questions. You do have some of the trending stuff, like the track pants and the jeans and different things like that. So how much of your business does that consist of, or what made you bring that stuff in and start to add on?
I mean, it would just seem like that would be just the natural progression. Like, would be to have clothes and other things. Like, whether it's stuff like, I mean, it's still like the majority of the stuff I got is customizable still. So like, you know what I mean? You could get a pair of track pants. I could put your logo or whatever you want on it. So yeah, that was the main thing. Like, just to have like more options, like for you to
get some stuff.
Yeah, for you to get customized.
Now tell me, what equipment do you use per se? So what machines do you use?
All right. Well, I already told you I got the GravTech CE 5060. And right here, this is the Oki 8432. Prince the white toner. And we have down here we have a regular, just your regular everyday inkjet. This is a wide format HP inkjet, and about a $500, $400 press from Heat Press Nation. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Heat Press Nation. I don't want to shout out the wrong person.
Nah,
yeah, this is Heat Press Nation.
They're a good company. They're definitely a good company.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's it.
And how long have you been in business? I know you said you had a store for 2 years across the street, and now you.
Yeah, so like totally like with making shirts. I think I have about like 5 years. Yeah, about 5 years in making shirts. Yeah, definitely. I think I have about a good 5 years.
I'm trying to think if there's any more questions that the people might want to know about opening stores. So, if somebody wanted to open a store up or wanted to get into the t-shirt industry, what's the #1 thing you would tell them to do starting out?
I mean, you wanna like try to gain some traction. Like, don't like, yeah, I wouldn't just open up a t-shirt store and I don't know how to make t-shirts yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, right. if you already have a store, you're doing like me. Like, I had something else going on, so it started off as like t-shirts being on the side, and basically just evolved into just doing t-shirts and selling clothes and stuff. So. Yeah, I think the best bet would be like to try to like at least gain some traction like online, or like at least like with your friends and family, like make a couple contacts with like local sports teams and churches and like things of that nature. Like, just, you know what I mean, just try to get your name out there a little bit before you open up, before you just go all in.
Jump into a store. So everybody out there, as you guys know, I teach people how to start t-shirt business from home. So start it out your house. Start to gain some traction, as he says. Start to gain some traction, and the next thing you know, when the money starts to add up and look like, hey, I might benefit from opening a location, then it's time to do that. So this has been a brief interview with Ray, from the owner of North Shore Tees in Pittsburgh. I'm going to put all of his information down in the bio. Make sure you go check out his Instagram page and give him a follow. This has been Stan Banks from T-Shirt Side Hustle. Peace.